Okay. Well, hello everybody. Cosmic Beat, good to see you on already. Welcome to Miniature Market Plays Games. Miniature Market Meeple Masterclass. Today we have a fun one. I usually get the box, but I forgot to today. I'm just gonna do it this way. It is Tesseract. This is by Smirk and Dagger. And I actually bought this game myself while I was at Origins. So, we're back. Hopefully we'll get our regular streaming schedule set in stone again. Next Tuesday we'll have a game. Next Thursday we'll have a game. And yeah, I'm excited for streaming to come ahead. But right now we have this really fun-looking game in front of us, and this is the first time I'm playing it. I'm actually gonna get this pushed over so you can see the thing better. Maybe we can see that 100%. Oh yeah. Look at this beauty right here. I like this one. Yes, this is called Tesseract, and it is a great game, great looking game. So I don't know if it's a great game yet. I'm hoping so.
I played it a year ago and enjoyed it.
So. Yeah, so it is a game from Smirk and Dagger, and it is a cooperative puzzle game. And the idea of it is we have this device in front of us. It's alien in nature, and we find it for whatever reason, comes to Earth. And we, as the scientists, researchers, have to figure this thing out before it blows up and destroys all life on Earth. So that is our objective. Like I said, it's a very puzzle-based game. I kind of look at it like a pandemic, but instead of us running around the world, we're sitting in the same lab together, just like looking at these things. So, these dice are numbered 1 through 6. I did get these special deluxe dice, which are these nice heavy metal dice. Beautiful. We do not sell those on our site. Double check my facts here for a second here. We don't sell these on our site, but we you can get them pretty easily. They are just as expensive as the game. If not, I think they're actually more expensive than the game. Because, I mean, they're all nice metal dice. The base game dice, just as good. Like, I got them both at the same time, and I was like, I could probably have done with just the basic ones, but since I was at Origins, and I bought this from Smirk and Dagger's booth, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna jump in on these dice. It's very, very nice looking. So we'll take turns. Your turn's pretty easy. You're going to start with 2 and 3 actions, and then you're going to do a threat phase. So that's when the cube gets to act up and do stuff, which is going to be exciting. We win in one way. That is, we have to get this thing filled out with dice. There are 4 different dice colors and 6 different faces, so we have to get 24 dice over here of the 16 times 4, 32, 64 dice. Yeah, that's not too bad. The ways we lose, though, is 2 ways. One of them, we run out of cubes in the Tesseract. And the other one is if our breach, which is a breach board right here, it'll go up throughout the game. If it reaches 7, we also lose. It is double-sided, and that's because in the advanced mode, there are more events that are really nasty that can happen. But we're playing level 3. There are 4 discs that this thing can rest on. I put level 3 on there because they recommended if you're used to puzzle games and cooperative games, you start with level, of the second disc because they're all double-sided. So I did. I started with disc 2 on the front side of it, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how long this game's gonna play. The box says 60 minutes, so if we get a game in 60 minutes, we might just restart. If we win, we'll go to a harder difficulty. If we lose, we'll go to a lower difficulty. But me and John are pretty smart at puzzles, so I'm hoping we can. Yeah, so I guess with that, let's go ahead and just switch to the overhead. I'm a little worried about how the overhead's going to look with the puzzle, but we'll see. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see the details on the
Yeah, but you can still see us picking off cubes and putting them on our board. Anyways, so setup in this game's pretty simple. We got the center board here. The center board has a little rocket ship-like thing with a little tower and a little platform for the dice to go on. Off to the side, I have the this little cube cardboard thing. That's how you set the dice in there. kind of like think of Jenga. You put this in here, you fill the dice in, you shake it around, makes this perfect cube here. So we have that. On the left is the breach board, and all it has is the number 0 through 7. Well, 0 through 6, and the 7th space is the explosion symbol. And anytime the breach goes up, we're going to go ahead and move that. The rest of it is a key for the events. The events are on the bottom of the board right here, so if a cube stack goes all the way gone, we get to trigger an event, which is always bad. But that's where they are. Off to the side of the main board is the primed area. This is what's going to trigger the breaches. So any dice are going to come over here, and anytime we have 3 of the same number, we get to move the breach up once. Anytime we get up 6 of the same number, we're going to move the breach up twice. So not good. We'll be able to adjust this, so if we get too much of one number, we can go ahead and start adjusting that dice. And if we ever get to the value 1 and we do an adjustment, we can actually remove that dice from the primed area completely. So this is kind of like this is our biggest threat management area, where we're going to be like, let's keep this clean while we try to solve the puzzles. On the right side is the containment board. Throughout the game, we're going to do containment actions, and that's going to move some dice over here. It's got 6 powerful cards around it that are linked to the different numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 value. So if we get 2 of one value, we get to reveal what the card is, so we can see what it's going to happen. But once we get all 4 of the same number in there, we get to take that card. That's going to be a very, very powerful action. We also got 3 stacks of different level of, I guess they're called research cards? I think they're called research cards. There's 3 levels. We'll be able to draw more throughout the game, but they're single-time use, very, very powerful stuff that we can do on our turn. For free, too. So that's pretty cool. We each get to pick our own little board. The board is mainly just like a turn sequence thing, what you could do and all that stuff, and it's very, very streamlined on this. There's like a couple of different things you can do on your turn, and it's all laid out right here, including the threat phase, like what you do every threat phase. It's also got this nice little action marker here, so you can take 3 actions on your turn, so you can move from 3, 2, 1, and then your turn's over. If you want to keep track of that like that, I might just forget about that immediately and just remember to take 3 actions on my turn. We also get dealt a random researcher. Rulebook says random just to keep things fresh, but there are 11 in the deck, so I figured it'd be fun whenever I play this game. I'm probably going to deal 2 every single time and let you pick one. But I'm going to house rule right now. It's how I'm always going to play. You deliver 2 to everybody. They have to independently make their own selection. There's no like coercing with each other to try to form the perfect team. We're a hodgepodge group. Got put together last minute to stop this from exploding. So there you go. I went ahead and went with the magnetic physicist.
Yep. And I independently picked the exogeologist.
Yeah. So it gives you 1 passive ability, and I really like this. Is the reason I picked mine, because I like the passive ability in mine. My passive ability is anytime I adjust a cube, which is normally you put it down or up 1 value, I can instead invert it. So I think they're normal-ish, so it's 1 to 6. Yeah, they are normal. So if I have something on a 6 value, I can invert it straight to a 1, which is great for this prime area, because then I can adjust it again and get it off of there. So instead of adjusting, I can invert, which is great. And then my action is repel. If I have 2 cubes in my lab that of the same color that add up to 7, I can transfer 1 and contain the other.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's going to be really good with my adjustment, too. Like, I'll be adjusting dice, getting a different type of containment, and there you go. What does your guys do?
So mine, my passive is when I contain a set of matching cubes. So we'll get to what
Everything
containment is later. If I choose to reroll, the lab card I get is 1 rank higher.
Nice. Okay, that's cool. It has to be only on sets, though. It can't be on runs.
Yeah, sets of matching.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Specifically, yeah, sets of matching, not runs.
Nice.
So, which sets are maybe the one you want to reroll more often? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna depend on what's going on.
Yeah, I guess
I almost feel like
on the state of
I almost feel like you almost always win a reroll just because that's the only
I
way
mean,
to get the cards.
Yeah, unless there's something sitting right there.
I
on
guess
the
if we're getting
cube.
close to the end,
Yeah.
and all we need is our 6s left for some reason, and you had like
Yeah.
3 6s, you'd be like, I'm gonna keep my 2 6s.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's something visible on the cube that you can
Mhm,
take
mhm.
and get another set, you know,
Mhm.
that's
And then your action.
but then my special action is I can return 1 cube from my lab to the Tesseract to take 2 cubes.
Oh, that's gonna be helpful.
Yeah.
Just be careful with that. It says it in the rulebook. Like, if you cover up an event, we can uncover it again and trigger it
Yeah.
again. So,
Yeah.
so once we get down to the end of one of them,
But yeah, so it's like from vague memories of having played this last year, yeah, this ability seems really good for you know, working around the way that the Tesseract specifically chooses which
Yep.
cubes it's going to prime. I can rig it to not trigger events as often, which seems good.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the 6 actions you could take in your turn. Remember, you could take 3 actions. The first one's super easy. It is just remove a cube. So the rules on this is you can only take a cube from the Tesseract if 2 sides or if it's the topmost layer and 2 of the sides are showing. So we're about to the setup of this game. We're going to have to start with cubes in our lab anyways, and in the prime area. But if this was how we were set up, the only 2 cubes we're able to take right now are the corner cubes because their top is showing and they have 2 sides showing. That's just remove. Whenever you remove it, you keep the same face up and you put it in your lab. Your lab can hold 6 things, no more. And yeah, they're just going to sit there until you do something with them. Now, the next action is an easy one. It's just called adjust. It is, you can take any dice in your lab or the primed area. So you can mess with these ones over here and increase the value up or down 1. Contain. I want to skip contain %, go to transfer because I think teaching wise it makes sense to go transfer next. You're going to give a player a cube from your lab or take one of theirs. So this is how we're going to get choose things from each other. So I might get some cubes that John really needs. I'm going to give them away to him. Take some from him. We're working collaboratively after all. The next thing is study. So if you want to study, you're going to have some of these research cards. To study, you discard your research card and draw one of the next value higher. And these can be pretty powerful, and then obviously they get better as the higher levels. This one I have reassembled to start with. It's set a prime cube to any value. So like if there's a prime cube sitting out there like a 5, I can just set it to 1 and then immediately adjust it and get rid of it.
Nice. Cool. Mine is reclaim. I can take a destroyed cube of any color, roll it, and put it in my lab.
Nice. We don't have any destroyed cubes yet, but we will. Then every character has their own unique ability, which we've already talked about. Mine's the one that I can take 2 cubes that add up to 7, same color, and put 1 in containment. Yours was the one where you can put 2 cubes back and take 1. Put 1 cube back and take 2.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't seem good. I figured it out. All right, and that's pretty good. And the last thing is contain, and this is how we're winning the game is by doing a lot of containing. So to contain, you have to have at least 3 cubes in your lab. Color does not matter. In this game, color only matters when it hits your containment board. Or I guess whenever your researcher makes it matter. Yep, like mine does. So you have to either have a set or a run of 3. So all 1s, all 2s, blah, blah, blah. Or you can have a 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. You need to have at least 3. So if you have at least 3, you take one of the things in that set or run and put it on the matching zone and containment. Now, in the beginning of the game, easy. There's lots of room up here. As the game goes on, we're going to have to fill in the holes whenever we need to try to get specific values, and that's where the big puzzly stuff's going to get in. And like I said earlier, we're going to get some rewards in it. Once we unlock a whole column, we're going to take the powerful card, which is going to essentially be a research card, only more powerful. If we ever do an entire column, we get to take a one of the destroyed cubes out there, roll it, and then add it to the is it rolled?
Yeah.
place any one
Place
destroyed
any
cube.
one destroyed cube on the chest.
I'll look up in a little bit if it needs to be rolled first or if it's in any value you want to, but we take it, the destroyed cube, we put it back in the Tesseract to start helping reset this thing a little bit. So that's how things go out there. After you do that, you take the remaining thing that's in your run or your set. You can either keep them, or you can re-roll them all. And if you re-roll them all, you're going to gain a research card. So, like I said earlier, you only have to have 3. But if you have 4 or 5, 6 things in a run, whichever one's your re-roll will determine what level you get. So if I have a run of 5, I can place one of the cubes there, re-roll the other 4, and take a level 4 research card, the pink card over here. And it's actually the symbols on the back of the research cards really helps out, like, understanding the mechanism. Because you can look on the back of the level 4 research card. Do it up here, I like to do the big one. There's just these 4 dice with reroll symbols on them. So it's clear. You reroll 4 dice, you get this. To my knowledge, there's no reason to have a set or run of 6, because you put 1 here, then you have 5, which the maximum is a level 4. But you know, at that point, if you want to reroll it, I'm sure you can just include it in there just to reroll it. Yeah, and that is how you do a contain. After we take the 3 actions, it goes on to the threat phase, where you get to prime. This thing is going to remove the cube of the lowest stack on here. First is by lowest height-wise, then it's by lowest value. If there's a tie between all that, it is going to do, you get to break the tie yourself. You always roll it. So instead of it just coming straight down to here, you're going to roll it and then add it to the prime spot. And that's important because it makes what gets primed random. So if we're sitting on 2 3 dots here, we could, if it didn't get rolled, work it out to where we never put another 3 down there. But now we're always at threat, because if they prime something, you can always roll 3, and then we could have to move our breach. So after we prime something, if it's the third, fourth, or fifth of the same number, we have to move the breach once. If it's the 6th plus, we have to advance twice. Ooh. And then, at any point in time, we reveal the last cube. We remove the last cube of a row, or column rather. We have to do the event that's shown. And there's 4 different events on this difficulty. When we get to the higher difficulties, there's 8 different events, and they all look hella bad. Oh man. Shockwave seems terrible. Good thing we had to play that one. Shockwave, destroy all cubes in a lab that match the value of the newly primed cube. Destroy cubes right out of our lab.
Yikes.
So, there we go. And that's how we're going to play Tesseract. So, let's get the start. Even though it is a cooperative game, we'll still do it. Sure. Curled Up, the player who had most recently finished reading a novel. I have not finished a novel in a very slightly amount of time, so I'm sure it's you.
Is it though?
I
mean, I
If
did
you
read
count-
a book last night, but not.
I think it might count, because my last thing I've done is like audiobooks. I actually listened. Back when Hunger Games, before they even turned into movies, I listened to the audiobook of all the Hunger Games on a road trip. So that might be my last time I did anything.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I can take it back.
All right, let's
But I'm seeing here, the starting setup does actually work really well for my ability.
Well, either way, before we even start the game, we do need to take 1 cube each, and then we got to prime the other 2 corners. So we both have to take corner.
Darn.
I kind of want to.
The 3 corners are all 3 of the corners are all 1s, and that would have been perfect for me.
Yeah.
But if I take this 5 after we ditch the rest of the corners, there's 2 more 5s showing, and
There you
that
go.
gives me
Some 5s.
a set to start.
All right. I wouldn't mind that 6 if we had that chance, because then I have my thing. Oh, sorry, you could have rolled it too.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna roll these and prime these 2 at a 2 and a 4.
Okay.
And now you can take your turn while I set up my app to
Okay. So
get us going.
So I will take these 2 5s. I guess right here at the start, it does not matter too much which row we start filling in. So I will fill in, I guess the red dice are for the orange row. And then only seeing one other 5 anywhere in the Tezzeret, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll these. Get a 4 and a 6. And my ability makes that a level 3 research card.
All right. Ooh, we do have rolls.
Ooh.
Magnetic physicist.
Forget, is playing research cards a free action, or is
It
that...
should be a free action. Let me, I can make sure, but it's not listed on the things up here. Your role, let me just, exogeologist. What is the exo?
studying Mars instead of Earth.
Makes sense. You're a start player. Not too worried after that. Start play. All right.
Oh.
And then you get to do the
Yeah, we
the
also
threat
do a
phase.
threat phase.
So it's the lowest value out of it.
Lowest value, lowest stack. So that's this 3. A 1.
One's great, so we can adjust
One's
that out
great.
of there.
Yep.
All right. So let's look for research cards. During the researcher's action phase, they may play any number of research cards from their hand.
Okay.
Before or after the action is cost, consider a free action. There is no limit to how many you can hold. There you go. There you go.
Cool. Well,
I just got a little snippet of what these cards can do. One of these cards is contain a primed cube. All right, those are good. Those are good.
spicy.
Can you hold on to those or get it plain? That's the next question. And then what was the other one? I was like, I'll have to look that up later. It'll come back to me. Yep, time of their choosing. Those are called containment cards. Okay, so I am going to see if there is that purple 6. That is the first one I'm going to take. Then I'm going to use my action to repel. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the 6. Actually,
Yeah.
even better, I'll give this one to you
Yeah.
and put this one on the 1.
Be up for another.
That was only 2 actions of mine, so I have 1 more action.
Yep.
I am going to take a lot of 6s up there. I am going to take a 6, I think, even because you're set for a little bit, but I'm going to take a 6 because I can turn this into a 1 eventually. And then I have to, we're going to go ahead and look at this. We have some 4s, and we have that 3, but
yeah.
that 3 is not available.
Yeah.
Oh, then we have this.
The
Never mind.
lowest stack.
The lowest stack. It is going to a 6. So, see, now I'm going to adjust that guy.
Okay. For my turn, I'm just going to extract, stick this right back up there, and delay that event for a little bit. And I will take these 2 6s. Whoop! That was a 6. All right, so that was my first action. And then we will contain this guy. That's the second action. I have 1 left. Do I want to?
Maybe you don't reroll. Maybe you just do the contain, then reroll.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and contain another.
This will reveal our level 6 containment card here. Time dilation. Take +3 actions on a turn.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. And you get to take another level 3.
And I get to take another level 3. And before I pass to Bree, I'm going to do a breakthrough to give you a level 4.
Gain 2 steady actions or choose another. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I could I could have used that to upgrade both of my cards, but
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's.
giving you a 4 is fun.
I remember what it was. Is it on any face value for that?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yep, it's always roll it. Anytime I remembered it because I got the research card I drew. Is I get to pick 2 destroyed cubes and re-roll and put them back on Tesseract.
Nice.
All right, so you got a prime now. I think we have a 2 on that side.
Yeah, we have a 2 on that corner. And that gives us a second 4.
Yep, that's 1 away from a breach. Maybe I'll do some containing now. My turn. I did want to go ahead and do an adjust here to destroy this. Maybe I just do this. Might spend my turn adjusting some of these. I don't think it hurts to get ahead of this. And then I will adjust this to a 1, and then adjust it and kill it. That's 3 actions. And then I'm just going to use my rematerialize right away. All right, so we're going to put this. Oops.
And just fill up that bottom and that low stack.
Yeah. Put that there.
Ooh, and you could use.
Do you want a 6 or a 1?
Oh, I was just thinking, instead of one of your actions to flip the 6 to a 1, you can use your reassemble.
Yeah, there we go. I like that better. Because then I can keep this 6 here. I forget which color it was.
Yeah.
And we'll print on like a roll of 6 on this one instead. That way we're like this. And then I still have an action left. And I have a 6 right there. And ooh, is there a 1 red anywhere? But I'll just take this, put this here, which is about to get gone again. But I'll put it here, take this 6 and put it right here. And then that's my turn. So then now we're going to prime this guy. He's going to come off. He's going to roll 3. And now we're not going to throw to breaching for another turn at least.
Yeah, there is a 1 red
on the very bottom
there on that event, which...
You know, I could take it. Could take it.
It does something bad.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what. Let's see.
Oops.
Do you want this red 6 that I've got?
I mean, that is 6 reds. We can definitely do a use your action. I can always use an action on my turn and take it from you. So if you have an extra action at the end, you can give it to me.
Actually, there are a ton of 4s sitting out. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll start loading up on 4s. I can use extraction to put that back. Take 2 4s. Extraction again, put this back. Take 2 4s.
You're giving me my 6.
Your 6 is right here, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere.
You're like, I am giving it back by putting it on the Tesseract.
Yeah. All right. So that was
2 actions.
Extraction twice, and then I will contain. Let's do a yellow 4. And I'll hold on to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This board came with, so I ended up with 2 containment boards. This one came with my special dice because it has a redder color.
Yep. That makes sense.
It does, doesn't it? The base game comes with an orange dice instead of red, but I guess in the red metal either popped better or just it's better in some way, so they printed a new board with it. So now we have a red board.
Yep.
I don't need this ever again.
I think I will not re-roll because I'm set up to
Do it again?
Yeah, with all these 4s on the Tesseract, I can
Just wipe out these
I can
boards.
just wipe out that column next turn.
Okay. So you want to prime us away then?
Yep. And it will take this other 4 on the corner.
Hey.
That's a 1.
Nice. Okay. So, I have some options now. I could either adjust one of these to a 1 and use my ability. It's probably just straight up better to go ahead and do this instead. I mean, I do get to save a dice on there, but now I get a research card.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to go, so that's one action. My second action is going to be contain the 6 because, hey, all their 6s are almost done. There's no reason to, there is a reason to keep it. I can just grab that 6 and finish our 6s out.
Yeah, and then reroll. Yep.
I think I'll do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having the time dilation. Should I take the 6 now? It's my last action. Yeah, I'll just take it. All right, so that's it. All right, so we have to prime the last one here.
Yep.
Which is going to be chain reaction. So now we have to prime again. Prime the lowest cube of the Tesseract and one random destroyed cube. We don't have any destroyed cubes now because I already put them back up there. So
Oh, is
Ah.
Nope, that's a chain react, not fission.
I was reading the. I mean, I
Yeah.
said chain reaction. I was right. Prime the lowest cube on the Tesseract is all we got to do.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a 3, and we get to choose which 3. I'm just gonna do the purple or blue. Do you have a preference?
No.
Okay, we'll take
But,
Technically, oh yeah. Technically, if we were
Yeah.
really paying attention, hey, look, I rolled a 3 anyway. Technically, if we were really paying attention, we knew that was a 1 red under there, and we could be like, oh, do we need that 1 red?
Yeah.
But you know,
Oh yeah, because I had covered that
I was
previously.
gonna say that was covered before, so
Yeah.
whenever revealed, it's like, oh, that's a 1. I remember that.
Yep. Let's see. Let's see. And then it is my turn.
Yep. So that was the first event. It was chain reaction.
Yeah.
Basically, just do it again, like do the whole bad turn
Yep.
again.
Yep.
That's almost as bad as I get. But Fission's worse.
I will take a blue 4, and another 4. That's 2 of my actions, and then I can fill in with my third action. Fill in that. and
Reveal what the 4 does.
Reveal what the 4 does. Isolate.
Take 2 prime cubes and place them into your lab. Do it like that.
Yep. So I'll be able to do that next turn, actually. Next to one of my turns. But first, the cube has to prime this guy. Reveal and accelerate.
Wait, so that goes to the 6, and we destroy the lowest cube on the thing, which is going to be this blue 3, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take that blue 3 off. Destroyed. Yeah, this is looking a bit uglier now. Maybe I mean, I got this, so I will do the 1 containment with the blue, like we said we were going to do.
Yep.
I'll re-roll so I can get a research card. I will also grab time dilation. And then I have 2 actions left. I'm going to start going a little crazy over here so that we can... Alright, I'm going to destroy this one. I mean, I could time dilate and try to just clean this up a little bit. I have 1 more action left. I will do this for sure, because then it lowers the chances we mess them up here. I think I go ahead and use time dilation. Sooner rather than later. I'm going to be able to keep these over here.
Just to.
And then I'm going to go 1, 2. And I'll just go 3.
Okay.
There we go.
Cool.
And then it's its turn.
Yep.
And it'll definitely reveal this 3.
Yep.
It is a fission. We're going to put this 2 right here. So prime the lowest cube on the Tesseract, which is now going to be this 4 in this corner.
Yep.
And a random destroyed cube. It's a good thing I cleaned some stuff up. Ah, this is the destroyed bag.
Yep.
Hey! We have a wide range. We're not threatening breaches just yet, but that
Yeah.
vision's not fun. This is your turn now.
Yep.
We do have this one on the other side that is going to reveal another event once you cover it.
Yeah.
Or you know, you could
Yeah.
or you could just do the rest of the fours and get this isolation
Yeah.
field.
¿Por qué no los dos? So we will turn in a set with the purple 4,
Mm-hmm.
because I have 4 4s in my lab, and then I still have 3 4s in my lab, so I can turn in a set with a blue 4 and claim the isolation field.
And you can reroll now if you'd like.
Which I will. And I get a 1 and a 3 and a level 3 research card.
Here's your guys' cube.
Well, this is very useful for cleaning up. Okay. Yes. So I will do my shiny new isolation field. I can take 2 primed cubes of my choice and put them in my lab.
Yep, I'll clear that for you.
Then we'll do a spatial rend. I can destroy any number of primed cubes with a total value 3 or less. Goodbye, guys. Get rid of this 1 and 2.
Nice.
And then a deactivate, I take the lowest value primed cube, which is this. Yeah. It doesn't matter which. Take this 3, re-roll it, and put it in my lab.
Yeah.
Almost away. I'm 1 away from. Oh man, the biggest straight.
Oh yeah.
And then I have 1 action left. And I can take this 6 that I don't actually need and use it to cover up that 1 that was about to do an event. And take 2 of my choice, which this 5 and something I particularly want. This 3, why not? Cool.
All right. Go ahead and prime us.
Yeah. So
I think you have a choice in this one.
Yep. We have 2 different 6s are legal choices.
You like the corners have less bad events, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, probably because they naturally wear off sooner.
Get another 3 out there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But I cleaned that up a bit, so
Yeah, that's great.
I'm
And you have
set to do a bunch more contains
lot.
next turn.
and you have a lot of
Yep.
Dice.
I'm fully loaded.
you are absolutely. I could do my physicist ability pretty easily this turn. I think I will. I'll adjust this to a 6. And then I'll use my physicist ability to, because I have a 7 here, transfer this 1 over here.
Yep.
And give it to. Ooh, maybe I can't do that. I don't know if I can.
Ooh, yeah, because you can't
I have to be able to transfer.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to take anything from you. Instead,
Yeah, you'd have to take 1 from me first and then do your thing, and then
yeah, I can take some 5s. I'm going to take this 2. And I'm going to take this 3. And my action's going to be to place the 3 right here. And I'm going to choose not to reroll my 1 or 2. Because next turn I have a 7 show.
Yeah, yeah. And I will have emptied my lab a bit.
And then we're gonna go ahead and prime this guy. It's got an accelerate. That is actually gonna be our first breach. We have three threes there. And then we got to destroy the lowest one on here, which is gonna be one of these two sixes.
Well, we have a 5 showing also.
Oh, we did. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
The 5 showing is gonna be the one that gets destroyed from the accelerate. Hey, there's stuff in this bag now. All right, and that's it for my turn.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a 2, 3, 4, 5 run with an extra 3. So let's turn in.
Yeah, I believe the last cube being removed represents the Tezzeret exploding and destroying the Earth, and the breach getting open represents a like a black hole opening up and consuming the Earth. So either way, it's bad, but it is different ways of losing.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like black hole is worse than just lots of explosions. I'm not a scientist or anything.
Yeah. All right. Place 2.
All right, what's this guy do?
Okay. Okay. Mass mutation seems useful.
Oh, so the cards don't necessarily have to be ours. We can use it on, like, if you
Yeah.
unlock this, either of us can use it.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I go for just a third? Yeah. Go 3 for 3 on containments. Place that and reveal this card.
Turn 2 prime cubes.
Mm.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yep. Just need to complete our ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then I still have one more legal placement I can do, or one more legal containment I can do next turn. So I will just keep that. As
You're gonna get
is.
a 5, by the way.
Cool.
Seems like it's a good number for you to get right now.
Yep. Yep. Red 5's not as much, but
Is there a red 3 anywhere on this showing?
um,
Or maybe just a 3. No 3 yet.
yeah, the 3s are a little buried.
I got this. I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. But then I have to prime this 2, and it reveals a chain reaction. So we also prime the next lowest.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be that guy. And reveal the 3 if you're willing to trigger an event. All right, we get a 1 and a 2. So that's not so bad.
To be fair, I would have a pretty good turn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna.
It was
reveal,
yeah,
I'm
it was
gonna
going to
reveal
happen
this.
anyway.
It is
during the prime phase.
the accelerate destroy the lowest cube on the Tesseract is going to be the 6. All right. So now I'm going to go a run of 3 to drop this 1 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to do my 5, 7, my 5 and 2 for a 7 to drop this right here. That's going to complete an entire run for us. So I'm going to add a dice back.
Yeah, any one. Ooh, we can you could specifically pick out a blue or purple.
Sweet.
Oh, though it's we maybe I don't know. I guess it depends if you want to stall this event by a turn.
I am going to put it there either
Yeah.
way. Probably. Oh, because then we lose it immediately.
Yeah,
That's
and then
what
we
you're
lose
saying.
it immediately.
It does say a cube of any color. Yeah, we could just make the choice. So
Yep.
I am gonna do blue. And
Yep.
it is a 1, so we don't necessarily need a 1, so I'm just gonna stick it where it was.
Oh,
And I have
blue
one
ones, not
more
so much.
action left. I'm gonna reassemble this guy to a 1. And I'm just gonna clear cube. Seems like we should clear the cube. And then I'll prime this guy. Another 5. Stop angering the Tesseract by knocking him around. And then I'll
Yep.
pass turn to you.
Okay.
I feel like we're doing good, but you know, I've never played this game,
Yeah.
so I don't know if it gets
I
hard
were-
suddenly.
This is maybe the tricky stage where
We have to get specific numbers
we need
now.
we need specific numbers and specifically blues and purples. So it's not.
I have
I don't
this
see a
nice
huge
3
amount of-
right here, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
keep
don't see
this.
a huge amount of blue left on this.
This is
thing.
where also where adjusting is going to be really important.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Maybe some research cards that will help us get some. Like, you have a what's your reclaim do?
This is I can take a cube of any color out of the destroyed bag and
Add to your-
roll it into my lab.
Nice. Okay, so you can get a blue that.
Yeah. All right. Which are there any yellows in the bag?
There is at least one of every color in here.
Okay. Kind of want to see if I can reclaim that yellow and get something useful. 4 is not as
So now you have a 2, 3, 4 in yellow.
yeah.
You can reveal our last card.
Yeah. Oh, a run is only that's a thing I missed last turn. A run is only valid if they're all the same or all different. I maybe did one of those placements illegally.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah. I was thinking it was too easy to assemble runs.
A set or run is only valid if.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we've been playing this
We
wrong,
have probably
but that's
been
why.
cheating a teensy bit. That's why we're leaving time to play a second game.
Yeah, we're gonna play the
legitimately.
second one. For now,
Yeah.
we're gonna play legitimate. So,
Yes.
an important thing that is straight on our labs that we do not read says, we had colors does matter in the lab. Several colors don't matter. So your runs and your sets are only valid if everything is either the same color or they're all different. Which means on a run you can't possibly get a level 4 research because the maximum run you get is 4. No, never mind. You get 4, 5 different colors. You have different colors. The maximum you can get is a 3. That's what I tried to say. It didn't come out.
Okay. That was my first action, was to make a trade. And then we'll adjust this down to a 1. Second action. And then do that. Reclaim the temporal anomaly.
Okay.
Okay. And that lets us return 2 cubes. Which just want to throw some of these back up on top-ish so that they're not
That sounds good to me.
they're accessible and they're not and we're less likely to breach. So, done.
Hooray. So,
And then we have to prime this 5. Comes a 2.
so I have this blue 3. You have a blue 4. I'm going to take this blue 5. I'm going to take your blue 4.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to, if I can keep this 5 here, I can do it again with 3s next turn. So I'm going to roll this. I'm going to put this, contain this. And then next turn I can contain a blue 3.
Yep.
And that's my turn. I think it's this. Oh, it's this one right down here.
That blue too.
Chain reaction. So this is going to go to a 6 spot, and then we're going to go ahead and prime the lowest thing, which is going to be this 6 right here. And we hit move a breach again. Level 2 breach.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So I will. My first action, I will contain that run and get that. Let's get some. Let's get some more purple on there.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, that's purple 5. That is.
Oh, we also get this. Dimension Pocket. Contain 1 primed cube. It's a good one.
Yeah. We just need something primed to be something we still need. I will go ahead and re-roll the other 2. Get a research card. Yes, we get 2 to 6. Isn't quite what I was looking for. Okay. Let's see. So that was I did a contain. I'll do an extract.
As long as you keep me that. Oh, is it 5 gonna roll? No, we have 4. We have more 5s. Yeah, we're good. As long as you let me have that 5.
The which 5?
The blue 5.
Oh, that blue 5.
Yep, that's
Okay.
my blue 5.
Perfect. Because I'm realizing that 3 and 5 is really useful. So I will put this yellow 6 back. Take these 2 guys. Yeah. Yeah, and then I will for my last action contain that purple 5. We get mass mutation. We can each.
I don't need
We
to use
can
it yet.
hold that. Sucker.
Yes, we can. We're gonna.
Yep.
And then you get to you could reroll as purple if you want. We do need that 3 still,
We do need the 3,
and we can get to a 2
and
pretty
we can
easily.
get to a 2. So I will hold those 2.
So maybe the holding thing is actually really
Yeah.
good in this game. Earlier I said we weren't going to do it that often.
Yeah.
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 You get to prime.
Yep. Which we prime that gold. Yeah, you've got some blues that you can use to start working toward getting those. I've got some purples to get those. It's like seems like we are kind of set.
I am going to do this guy. I have a run in blues to place out this. See, if I get this 2 first.
Yeah, you want to dig out that 2 first.
Let me put him back for a second, because I could just dig out the 2 this turn and ignore that 5.
Yeah.
I'll need the 5 eventually anyway, so.
Yeah. Do have 3 actions. You could just take them both and then spend next turn containing it.
Yeah. If we take this 5, could I? It's got 2 sides exposed then. Is that viable, or is it got to be 2 adjacent sides? Remove.
Well, that could work.
It has 3 or more open faces.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I take that one, that frees you up.
Yeah, that also that lets me go straight for that 2 that
And
I
it has 3 open faces now. So let's
Yeah.
remove that guy.
Yep.
That's only 2 actions. I will just go ahead and do what you suggested and do that. Let you
Yep.
have more options to play with. And then I will prime this 4 in this corner,
Get another chain reaction.
which will do the
I think it's that
3.
red 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which gives us another. I mean, we're living on an edge here, but we got
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I can adjust that to a 2, so whenever we get. That doesn't matter. So we can get the thing that needs a 2 to then do a 2. No, that doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's let you go. If you need to use that, I have a 5, the red 5 I can
Yeah.
play with. I don't know if I can do anything with it. Probably bring it down to a 4 so I can do a run. Easier. But I'll be finishing up
Yeah.
blues next turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'll do the outsource to take your red 5 and adjust it down to a 4.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because
Yep.
we're playing by the real rules now.
Yeah. And then yeah. My first action, I have that'll contain that, and then we
I'm gonna pick a reroll here. Because you could adjust the 2 up to a 3.
yeah. I don't actually. No, I do reroll just to get the research card. 2 dice that I don't actually care about. I'll rearrange 2 cubes on the Tesseract. But then I will return this guy, stave off an event, and take these 2. And then I have that run to fill in the purpose next turn.
So we win next turn.
Yep. We just need to survive till then.
Okay,
No
so
breaches.
we have a 5, I think, is what's up.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
That is a breach.
That is a breach.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the things where I do level 3 first. That is the wrong order. Level 2 first. And then level 3. Gain this. And I will re-roll now. And gain 2. Yeah, 2, you're right. Relocate to 2
Hey, we drew
cubes.
the same card.
Yay. Each researcher takes a destroyed cube, rerolls it, and places it in their lap. Just do that now.
It's fine.
You want... I'm going to take a purple. You want purple?
Sure. Well, 1. Even
There's-
better.
No more purples left, so I'm going to take a blue instead. Who knows what this will be?
So get a level 3 research card.
Okay, and then... with 1 move left... I'm going to destroy this.
Yep.
And it's your turn. Oh, wait, we got this thing.
We got a prime.
Yep. You can...
Yep. Fortify. Reroll the lowest primed cube.
The lowest prime cube is right here.
Yep.
We did get a lot of breaches right at the end because we kind of ignored trying
Yeah,
to clean
'cause
up the
we-
primed area, but
Yeah.
hey, we're still good.
But we contain that And
Hooray! Look at this. Look at this nice board over here.
yeah.
It is all sorts of contained.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is how you play the game the wrong way. So
For half the game.
for half the game, we figured it out. But we're gonna play that again because that was pretty quick. You want to just jump up to the highest difficulty just to see what it's like? Probably get rocked by the events.
Yeah, just to see.
I mean,
Live dangerous.
what I really like to do with cooperative games like this is lose. Like, honestly, like, I like to get to the point where I'm playing the game well enough where we don't lose, but before I get to
Yeah.
that point, I want to lose. Like, if I just hop in a game and it's just too easy, it's just not as good. Let's grab the last board possible. You want to, let's just go, yeah, let's just do it. Place that right there. Flip this breach side to the other side because it's got some new stuff for us to look at.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go ahead and hit that. So I don't think this works. I think you have to like,
Intentionally place at least
Yeah.
like half of them.
we'll see though. That's what I did the first time. Seems to be working though. Only got 3 left. I got spots for 2 here, so there's only one. I think it worked.
Nice.
Yeah, you just gotta dump them all in there and then shake it up. Excellent. So if anybody wanted to see what this looked like, it's just a little rocket ship thing. Got a nice little Lazy Susan thing to put on here. Then a board and all the dice. You do want to center the board pretty good, though. I figured that out first time I was setting this up. Yeah, look at that.
Beautiful.
All right. Now, independently of each other, we're going to go ahead and let's mark that as a win, though, real quick. Yep. Yeah, save. Oh, I didn't put the board number on. Board 3. And then we're going to go to a new game. We're playing board 8 for some funsies.
Yeah. All right. It's 1 level 2 card each to start.
Yep. I'm not gonna look at mine until I pick my researchers. Damn it. Got the magnet physicist again. So we're gonna be the Owen.
Yeah. And I drew exogeologist again.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be fun. This guy's gonna be fun.
Mm.
I'm not gonna read his action ability until I've committed already.
Yep. What? That's some text.
That's a lot of text. That's why I didn't read that part yet. No, but the important text is at the start of my turn, if I start with the cube of each color in my lab, I draw a level 3 research.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna get some
Fun.
cubes and sit on them. Be like, have fun with your game. I'm collecting cards.
Yep.
My action with each cost 1 AP. So I actually
You have,
I have
2
two
different
actions.
actions.
I have
Nice.
upload and download because I'm a computer programmer. Upload, if there is a cube on this card, transfer it to any player's lab. Download, if no cubes on this card, place a prime cube on it and end your action phase. Okay. I do like that.
Yeah. You just always do download as
That's my
the
last action of
last.
the turn, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the point of it.
Yeah. It is a little action inefficient, but
I mean, I get rid of a primed.
that's true.
That is the point of it. I get rid of it. So instead of destroying a prime dice by adjusting it, I just put
Yeah.
it here.
That's
That's
true.
any number too. So
Yeah. Yep. And then mine, so last game I did a lot of, okay, my whole turn is contained 3 times. Quantum Mechanic is like, no. You can take, your goal is to take as many different actions every turn as I can.
oh, I've seen that one. That one looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 4th action if you take 3
if I
different
take,
actions.
if I do 3 different things, I get to do a 4th different thing. And then my special action is retool. I can swap a cube in my lab for a primed cube. So if we roll something juicy down here,
That counts as a different action too.
that would be a fourth different action. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going first because I said I am.
Cool.
First thing we're gonna do is each take a cube here.
I drew a copy of Reassemble.
Nice.
So I can just demand whatever I want out of the prime section.
I think I'm gonna take a red. I'll take the red one.
Take this purple 4.
Maybe I should have taken that red 5. Yeah, I should have taken that red 5. I'm going to. You want the red one instead?
No.
Because look at this. What's happening here now?
Oh yeah. Bunch more 4s and 5s.
Okay. My last action of the turn is going to be taking one of those. Now, I think I do start off still with taking those 5s, even though I kind of want to get to my... need a purple. Maybe I should take a purple 4. This is a 3, 4, 5 of different colors. And helps set up towards my thing. And I'm just going to take this 5 for now. No. I leave that. Take this one.
Okay, and then we prime.
Swap labs with another researcher. Swap labs with another researcher? Interesting. Or choose another research to draw a level 3 research card. I'm just going to have you do that. That seems better.
Okay.
And then I'm going to prime. Yep, it is going to be this 1 in this corner. I'm going to get rid of the yellow one over the purple. And it's going to go in the 6th slot, which is the worst slot. 6th slot used to be good because I can just transfer it to a 1, but not this game.
Yep.
You are up.
All right.
Can't wait till we get these fun new events.
Yeah. Which we don't have a way to stave off this game.
We're going to be good.
It's fine.
Me and John are smart people.
It's fine.
We got this.
We can just lose. All right.
He says lose. I say we're smart people.
Yeah. Ooh. I actually have a hard time using ingenuity early because of
You can
I don't have enough cubes in my bin.
transfer 1 to me. That's a transfer action. And I get to start with my ability then.
Yeah. Well, it's like I have a hard time getting cubes into.
Yeah, so your 3 actions could be transfer, remove, and then you can study or adjust to get your 3rd one and then get a 4th one.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll be happy because I get to draw a level 3 research cube next turn. First thing. Start your turn with a cube of each color in my lab.
Okay, yeah.
If you prefer to keep that 4 and give me a 1, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like just like Pandemic, the game really shines when you really abuse the shit out of your researcher abilities.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll do that transfer.
Woohoo! Consider that a free transfer. And I might give you a 5 back.
And then take this 4. So that's 2 actions. And then let's study. Discard that to get a level 3.
That's 3 different actions. You
Yeah.
do a 4th action now. Okay, look at your quantum mechanic quantumizing things.
Yeah, so we will
Look at Ant-Man over here. delving into the Ant-Man
destroy
level.
that for free.
Look at this. Look at this guy go. All right, so start of my turn. I have 4 different colored cubes in my things. I'm gonna draw a level 3 research thing. Gain 2 study actions or choose another research to gain a level 4 card. I mean, screw it. Gain a level 4 card.
Sure.
You help me, I help you. This is how this game works. Oh, we forgot to prime. You get to prime.
Oh, yep.
What's that level
It's got to be
4?
this
Yeah.
4.
Ew.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. I'll computer programmer it up.
Yep.
Um,
And if we don't draw another 6, I just got to deactivate to
yeah. So I think I take.
grab that.
So if I want to contain, I can contain a 5. And I'm going to. I will re-roll these so I can get one of these. That was 1. 2. Three. And I have it set up for next turn.
And then we got to do it.
Yep. Oh, don't worry, it's not terrible yet. Jeez, stop rolling 6s. It is an accelerate. Destroy the lowest cube on the Tesseract, which is going to be this either purple or blue 1. You have a preference?
No.
Yank. There we go.
Okay. Okay. So I will remove that. It's one action. I will use this shiny deactivate to take that.
That's only one
That's
action.
one different action so far.
Yep, and one action, so that's not a.
And
That's
only
free.
one action. Let's see. Let's second action contain this. And re-roll those for a research. And then
I feel like this game's gonna go slower because I feel like
Yeah.
we're set up to keep the primed area clear, but not contain in nearly as fast as we were.
yeah. Third different action, I will study this to level 3.
Ooh, nice. See,
Fine.
we're getting we're gonna see more of the research deck too, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah. We'll just keep the primed area clear. That cube implodes. Excellent.
Who cares if they're level 6s if we just destroy them all?
Let's see. So I've done a claim, a contain, and a study.
Yep,
So I
you
get a
get
fourth
your
different
fourth action.
action.
Could you study again?
And it's got to be a fourth different action, so
Oh,
I can't
okay.
double study. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing to retool, so it has to be an adjust or a transfer.
I mean, you can transfer from. Nope, you can't transfer from me.
Yeah, 'cause you need to keep all those.
I have a 4, 5,
Um,
6.
Yeah. Ooh. Blue 3 lets you contain something?
I have a 4, 5, 6 already, so I was gonna contain something anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it gives you a run going the opposite way. Because you
Okay.
have, you have
Yeah. I can
3,
contain,
4,
I can contain
you have
2
4,
things.
5,
now.
6,
I could do a 3
the
and a
high
6.
being blue,
Yep.
and then that gives you
Yep.
3, 4,
That
5 with
is
the
what it
low
does.
being blue.
That is what it does. That's
Yeah.
what it do.
Cool.
I like it.
Leaves my board too empty to contain next turn, but that's fine.
2?
It's this one.
Oh, I didn't see the 1.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so my action, I'm gonna start with drawing level 3. Adjust 1 prime cube and 1 cube in your lab. We are going to do the things we said we were going to do, a 3 and a 6. 3, we'll do the 6 first, and we'll see what pops up in case I change my mind for whatever reason. This guy down here is the temporal anomaly. Return 2 prime cubes to the Tesseract. Okay. I will choose not to roll my 4 and 5. But I will go ahead and do this 3 now. That's 2 actions. And now I'm going to reroll to get a level 2. 3 and a 6. That'll get me a level 2. Invert 1 prime cube and 1 cube in your lab. Could be good. Not quite yet for me. I might just use my minor ripple right now to make this a 5 and do 1 more. No, it's adjust. So it is adjust, not change. So I can't make this a 5. I was like, oh, I can get that 6 in there. I will just go ahead and adjust one of the cubes in my lab. I'll turn this down to... Actually, let's just get another blue cube.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm going to grab this blue 4. Although you're good at giving me stuff, because it's an extra action, you want to do 1 of each.
Yeah.
I could just give you a 6 to start off with, so I can keep this, clear this real quick for next round.
Yeah.
So if I give you that 6, you could do something with it, and then you can give me try to get a blue back to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me. We're gonna go ahead and take off the other one now.
Look, we have this down here.
We're gonna go ahead and put that 1 right back where it was, and take this guy. And it's just a chain reaction, nothing crazy yet. So that's gonna go ahead and do this now. And then we're gonna go to this 2 over here. Hey, it's an actual a 2 this time, and then it's your turn.
Okay.
We do have a 5 on this side. That's gonna be our next one. It's gonna reveal inner event.
Yeah.
That might be bad. Get some EMPs or some shockwaves or interface.
Let's see. So you would ideally want a blue 5?
That's what interface does whenever it's a 6.
Primed cubes with even values just up. I feel like odd values up 1 would be way more impactful
there. If cubes accidentally fall off the Tesseract, what do we do? The answer is this is not a dexterity game. Just do your best. Put it back. Nice. You lose automatically.
It gets destroyed. Okay. Let's see. So I will. Yeah, so first action, I will take or remove this blue 6. Second action, I'll use my unique retool to swap my red 2 with that purple 6. Then I will contain the purple 6. So that's 3 different actions.
4th one's transfer.
I retooled. Okay.
Contained.
I retooled, I contained, and then I'm going to do a major ripple to adjust this down to a 5 and this down to a 1. Spatial Rend, destroy both of those. And then my fourth action, transfer that to you.
Hey, look at that. Look at this run I got over
The
here.
combo turns.
Yeah. And I
Love them.
And I get a run. Look at this nice, juicy run.
Yep. All right. And then we reveal that event, which is a
That's the
shockwave.
shockwave. Okay, destroy all cubes in labs that match the value of the newly primed cube. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, buddy.
Got to roll
One
a
or
one or
two.
two. One or two. One or two. Ah,
Okay,
three.
it does destroy my. I still have a run. It's just not. It turned off my thing.
Ah.
That's rough,
Right.
buddy. That's fine.
Yep. It's fine.
This is what happens when you play the highest difficulty in your second time playing. It's fine.
Yes.
We got this. All right.
Yeah.
So computer
You've gotten
programmer.
so many free level 3 research cards
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's still
fine.
sad though. All
It's
right. So I'm not giving my free level 3 research. Instead, I'm gonna do some other stuff here. We are still gonna complete this the 6 because it's gonna be great. So this 6 comes out here. Goes right there. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this for us. I'm gonna keep it in the middle so that we can both see what it is. Sure. Yeah, there. That would the camera can see too. So we unlock that guy. I will re-roll 2 of these to get another level 2. It's a 1 and a 2. See, it's still fine.
Yeah.
We will then grab a level 2. I got a lot of energy inversions apparently. Got a minor and major ripple and 2 energy inversions. All right. I'm not gonna get a level 3 cube I want, but I can get a level 2 purple. I can just do that next turn. I don't necessarily need to do that now. Yeah, I'm gonna save all these, and instead my last action is gonna be to steal this level 5 red. Computer program. Alright, that's me.
Let's see. So ideally, I pass you a red.
Alright, let's take this 1. Now the 1's coming. Jesus. Oh, all those 6s. Ideally, I get a red from you.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Yep. Let's see.
I'm gonna read something about research cards one more time. Pretty sure.
Okay, so I will
I have 2 of these. I might step.
remove. That was
We
a one.
lose. Tesseract blew up.
There's a 1. All right. Remove that. Transfer.
I like the quantum mechanic just from the puzzle aspect of it. How do I do all the all the actions?
Yep. Retool. Adjust.
Dope.
Yep.
Dope AF.
Remove. Transfer. Remove. Transfer. Retool. Adjust.
Oh, I
Yep.
might have a pop off
Yep,
turn
yep.
with using my cards.
Cool.
What I got. All right, just don't blow up my shit again. I got a
well,
4 on this
there's
side.
No event.
Yeah, you're good.
Another 1.
Hooray! All right, so my turn. I will draw that level 2, which is going to be perfect matter. Set a cube to in your lab to any value. That is the better level ripple, I think. No, that's me. Okay, so great. I might end up using that instead. So I would like to do 2 runs. So I can use a minor ripple to adjust this to a 3. That's been in an action. I could adjust this to any matter, anything I want. With the perfect matter. And make that a 4. I called it perfect matter, which is technically grammatically correct in that, but it's probably perfect matter. I don't know how you're supposed to perfect matter.
You make it perfect.
I'm perfecting my. Oh, maybe. I guess it could be either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ambiguous case that works both ways. I love
Alright.
it.
So that's those. I will then go ahead and do some containing. I think I contain this 4 first. And then I contain a 3. Because that'll reveal the level 3 of these, so we can see what we're up for. The time dilation, I do like that one. Are we up for an event? We
Yeah.
are. Do we want to use our temporal thing to stave off that event for a bit?
Yeah.
I do have one more action left too. I was planning on just getting rid of this.
Yep. Yeah, I'm up for stacking that back up.
Do you want to? Any of those looking good for you?
No.
Um,
I've got a purple 6, so I can't really take advantage of
I'll
either of
propose
those.
them just right like that. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. All right,
Yeah.
set that off to the side over there in our discard pile, and then I'm going to transfer that over there with my computer programmer,
Yep.
and then I'll do the output one I just put up there. Put that 5 down.
Yep.
All right, there we go.
And then, once again, I find myself holding the one, the one color you don't have.
Look at this. Look at
Yeah.
us go here.
Yeah.
This game is better if you play the right way.
Yeah.
And I'm also excited for our chances of beating this. Oh, that shockwave did hurt.
Yeah. But I also have like what do I actually want to remove? It's like there's a bunch of cubes on here that we already have. All right, I will take this red 3.
I want to collect 5s. Don't forget, I have all this fun stuff over here.
Oh,
I get adjusting and inverting galore.
Yep.
Yeah, I can invert this to a 5.
Yep.
And all I need is one more 5.
Yeah. So second action, adjust this down to a 5. Third action,
There we go.
pass you the 5.
Now you do your thing.
Oh. Huh. Sure.
See?
Okay.
Okay.
And then are we up for this?
I think it's that one right there.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna do the 2 we just put back.
Yeah, no breaches.
Like, just look at our primed area. It's looking.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty dope.
We're keeping it so yeah.
Like,
part of it's
if we were
just
playing
the
Pandemic,
combination
we're
of
going very
research cubes.
we're going very slowly on actually curing things, but like our freaking containment skills are. All right,
Yeah.
we're flattening that curve.
Yep.
Mass removal. Take 1 cube from the Tesseract and place it in your lab. You may adjust it. I may adjust it. Wow, that's seems pretty good. All right, so I do want to go ahead and do one of these. Without thinking about it, just want to do it. This inverts to a 5. This inverts to a 4, unfortunately. But I can invert it right back. Because I can prep 2 5s this turn.
Take that. That's another 5.
I'm doing that right now. Sounds like a good thing. Look at all these 5s I have. I also can get this to a 5 without even wasting an action. I'm getting close to being able to take 3 actions just to... That would be good. So, I invert it, and then I adjust it.
Yep.
So
Or vice versa. It doesn't matter.
I invert it. I will also invert this back to a 3. And then I'm going to adjust it to a 5. And then I'm going to adjust this to a 1. I'm out of research cards. I'm also going to be out of cubes pretty much, so I am going to skip a turn on the whole thing over here.
Yeah.
But I will do a set of 4. And get rid of this blue cube first. Not reroll. Do another set of 4. Get rid of this pink cube. Not reroll. Do a set of 3. Get rid of this yellow cube. Will reroll now. And get a level 2. Another realignment. Relocate 2 cubes in the Tesseract. What we get this time? Take 2 prime cubes and place them in your lab. Okay. Do I do it so I can get so you can just pass me a yellow?
We could.
Like,
Like, that kind of caught us back up to speed on
containment.
containment.
Computer programmers programming how to contain this thing.
I am down with that.
Let's do it. I mean,
Because, like,
I now have two threes of different colors,
ooh,
which one's red, so I'm good there, and that can get us to the that's 3 actions.
yeah,
You taking 3 extra actions, I feel like is really good
yeah.
because then you get lots of room to do your stuff. All right, let's
Yep.
go ahead and yank it off for me.
Yeah, so it's got to be that
Yeah.
4.
And it is simply
It's a 4.
just to destroy the lowest cube, which is going to be a 3 right here. Oh, 2 in the corner.
Yep.
There it is, and then
Yeah.
it's you.
It's been destroying a lot of cubes. All right, so we will remove, we will adjust, and we will transfer. I'm getting the hang of this.
That's 3.
Yep. I wish I had a research card so I could study it. So my last thing I think has to be a retool because I can't contain.
I just need to draw one of those research cards that let you game a research card.
Yeah. I think all the ones we've seen go straight up to a 4.
This one goes up to level 3, but
Yeah.
that's I don't draw those. I draw level 3s.
Yeah. I'm okay with this. Taking a 5 out of circulation to get this 4.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like something we'll need.
Yeah. All right. So that's all 4 of my actions.
I think we're on that
And
side. Level 2.
yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Yep. It's 2 there. You get 3.
3.
That's fine.
Okay, I will draw level 3. Major fluctuation. Adjust 2 primed cubes. Okay, that could be a thing. We want to keep them here, though, because if we do draw an interface, 3s and 5s are good. And we are going to be getting an event, right? Yeah, we will be getting an event.
Yep.
So-
It's probably a chain reaction based on the symmetry.
Yeah. So these aren't going to help me right this moment.
Unless you want to use realignment to just bury that event.
That's true. But I would like to turn this into a 3. I don't have to do this turn, though. We'll go ahead and start with going ahead and doing 1 action to do that. 2 more actions left. Now I'm gonna study this. That's I haven't seen that card yet. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That was worth the study, for sure.
So I have 1 more action left. I think I do the realignment like we talked about. I'm gonna put this 5 because we do not need 5s.
Yep.
There. And I guess I'll do this one too.
Yeah.
But that means we're gonna take a 4 off one of these sides.
I think it's this
The 3, the
purple
3.
now. Yeah.
And we have a purple 3 on there, so I'm okay
Yep.
with that a little bit.
Yep.
And then I have 1 more action still left because I did 2. Contain and research or study. So I could computer program my last action. Yeah.
All right. We'll get that 3. Yes.
Yep. There's another 3.
All right. Well, I can fix him.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it runs us up toward an event, but I think
Yeah. It might just be a thing.
yeah. I think it's worth. So I take this, remove, adjust to a 3, pass it to you, get my 4th action, and then retool to spread that back out.
Cool.
Cool. So that's all of mine. And I triggered this event. That's another shockwave.
That's fine as long as it's not a 3.
Not 3s, buddy. Not a 3. It's a 6.
I do lose a 6, but this
Okay.
is fine. It's not.
We're
Doesn't-
good on 6s.
Doesn't
anyway.
even lose me my computer programmability.
Not even yeah. That was the gentlest it could have been. Okay, cool.
2 would have been better.
2 would have been
2,
better.
4, 5.
2 would have been better.
All right, I'm
I
gonna
admit.
take my turn, take my level 3 action here. Deactivate. Take the lowest value prime cube, re-roll it, and place it in your lab.
Yep.
I do not mind that, but I think what I'm gonna do is start off with this here, which is going to give us our time dilation, which I'm not gonna use. I have my slow time here. That's gonna be 1 action. We are going to re-roll these 2. A 1 and a 2. That's actually pretty good. I got a minor ripple now. Just 1 cube in your lab. I'm just gonna steal this 2 off the top.
Yep.
I know you've been having fun feeding me, but
Yeah.
I mean, this seems like a pretty good setup for the next turn. Especially I can slip time next turn, possibly.
Yep.
Um,
I am really eyeing that time dilation because it would finally let me take more than 1 cube in a turn.
would you like a 5?
Sure.
I'll give you that, and that's my 3rd action. So I'll let you go ahead and have at it.
Yeah.
I don't need fed this turn, so
Okay.
do
But
your
first,
thing. Oh yeah, first we gotta do this.
I think it's that 4 on top.
It looks like to me.
Oh, just a 1? That's actually kind of useful. All right, so yeah, you've got all 4 colors already. You've got 1s and 2s. It's like now that I potentially am doing 7 things this turn,
Yeah, right.
it's like now I need a little bit more time to think about it.
By the way, we have our 3s, 5s, and 6s all done. We're down to 1, 2s,
Yeah.
and 4s. I don't like the little jump we did, but you know, that's where we're at.
Yeah. Okay, so take a red 5. Adjust that down to a 4. Yeah, contain the 4.
And you get your free action now. I'm
Um,
gonna push that up to blue. A breach shield. Take a prime cube and place it on this card. The next time a prime cube of this value would cause a breach, destroy it and this cube and ignore the breach. Nice.
nice.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll probably keep it until we roll a second of the same number.
So I feel like I don't have to take that right away.
Nope.
So I'm going to spend our time dilation. So I get 3 more actions, which I'll use to take that and this.
And then contain again.
I have sets, but I don't have any legal containments right this second.
Isn't that a legal containment?
We have.
Oh, we already have red.
We already have those
yeah,
3.
We already have red. My bad.
So,
I was looking at purple and game for it.
my 4th freebie thing will be to swap this with that. And then I'll find a way to make that a legal set somewhere else.
You could do it. You could do it, right? Like you won't be able to do it this turn, but you can do your.
Yeah. Oh,
reveal
yeah. Yeah. I will
twice.
find a way to make that a legal set somewhere else, and then 7th action, adjust that down, and then I can also contain that next turn.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have our 4 sorted.
Okay.
So cool.
Now you can do the thing.
And now the thing. That's this 2.
Yeah. See, now when we get this, we're gonna just immediately
Yeah.
throw 6s at it.
Yep.
I'll eat one of them. Okay. So I'm gonna draw my level 3, which is gonna be a push the limits. Take +1 action this turn. All right. So maybe I'm gonna be pushing all limits. So 2s up here. Not reachable
Yeah,
yet.
not super accessible.
I had to grab some crap to get to it. 5s. So it's probably going to be. Let's go ahead and deactivate, even though it's actually. Should I destroy it first? I'm just going to destroy this one first and then deactivate. So that's 2 actions. No, that's actually that's just 1 action because the deactivate's free.
Oh, and you rolled a.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled the 2 you wanted.
So we're looking pretty good here. I actually think we do it this way. This is a smart way. So I think I contain. No. Doesn't quite work the way I want it to. Just 1 cube in your lab. Take extra turns. Okay, so I will contain this blue. 2. I have 1 action left. I will adjust this up to a 2 with minor ripple. I will contain a yellow as well. Flip this. Make 5 adjustments in the primed area. Ooh. And that would be the end of my turn unless I do one of these. Which I will just go ahead and use my bigger slow time. I'm going to take a yellow cube of some sort. Just take a 6 and maybe I can find a way to flip it there. And then I will take. Okay, just to get it out of the thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that is it for me. Now let's do the. It looks like a 3.
No, it's the.
Oh, I see it now.
Bottom layer
Oh,
5.
we got a new symbol. We got the fission. No, it's not new, but it's still new to us right now. Prime the lowest cube in the Tesseract and 1 random destroyed cube. Lowest is going to be this 3 now. And then a random destroyed cube. That one right there. We get all the reds coming out now. That is me.
Okay.
So I got my push the limits. And I got my sets going.
Yep. Hmm.
It feels like it's naturally having us go from 6 to 1 just because the Tesseract's eating the low numbers first. Like all things equal, it's gonna prime the low numbers in there first, so it's easy for us to get the high numbers.
Now I have more of a puzzle to figure out how my what I can do if I sabotage your research card.
I mean, at this point in time, we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta finish it up, and
Yeah.
I still have this push the limits. It's
Yeah.
feeling pretty good to me. So
Yeah.
do what you must.
Yeah, so we will contain, get that,
Mhm.
not reroll, transfer, oh, actually, I don't have extra action components, so get my. So I did a contain. I walked back to the other thing.
Yep.
I will remove and then adjust.
We can do a fourth different thing.
Fourth different thing, which I think
You just adjust again and get that to a 2 for next turn.
the fourth different thing.
All right.
Adjusting.
You could have adjusted that first and then done a different thing.
Actually, yeah. Instead of adjusting that, that was a
2.
That's a 2. I will have adjusted that, and then I get my fourth thing.
You're gonna change that 5 for a 2.
Yeah.
2s are more useful.
2s are more useful to us. And we have the Breach Shield coming up
Yeah.
on my next turn. So,
Yeah.
That
And
we
an
can-
atomic ship coming too.
yeah.
And then it's your turn to do the Tesseract.
Yep. So that'll be
Threat
this
phase.
event. That's another fission.
Vision. Prime the lowest cube and a random latest for a cube. Oh, we got our first breach. All right, the lowest cube is going to be this 2 in here. And it's a 1.
So many reds.
I mean,
Wow.
it's threat level red.
Yep.
Okay. I do get my research. Let's get something that lets me change numbers around. Adjust to primed cubes. Not what I meant. Not the worst. But not
Yeah.
really what I meant. So I adjust that up. Adjust that up. And I just need another 2. So adjust in place. I want to invert you. Now, there is a 2 right here that I will be able to get to soon, but I'm not yet. So instead, I'm going to adjust to primed cubes. Get this out.
Yeah, I actually want to take that one.
I actually could take this to a 5. That's 1.
Oh, yeah, because us adjusting it doesn't cause breaches.
Then we're gonna take this down to a 1 because I can. Nope, because that could cause a breach. I could take this to a 5 and call it a double breach. I'll just take this to a 3 then. And then I have one more left. Can you use this? I'm gonna take the 6 so I have my thing going.
Yeah, that works.
And then I could do this to take a. I would rather have a. I need a yellow too. No, I'll keep it for
Well,
now.
you could take the yellow 3 and then adjust it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and grab that. And then we're gonna go ahead and take this guy right here, which is gonna reveal a middle one, which is our interphase. It's gonna be working here. So this is going to adjust back to a 3, and that is the only thing interphase is doing.
Oh, you confirm that
You do not adjust that to a 1, so that doesn't do
Okay.
anything. It doesn't
Yeah.
say causes breach or anything. So
Cool.
look at me go.
All right. So,
Whenever you adjust dice yourself, and we're gonna ad break. So I'll tell you, if you adjust dice yourself, you don't trigger breaches. But
I figured,
anytime
yeah.
the Tesseract does it, they do. So if we had like 6 things sitting on 4, they would all rotate to 5 and all cause breaches.
Oh.
Yes, that is why we have to watch out for that interface. Like if these were on 4s instead of 5s.
So probably whatever is rotationally opposite that interface is also an interface. Yeah. But that's this stack.
I think so,
we're,
too.
We're a long ways off.
Okay, cool. Well, it is. You were up when
Pretty
you were
soon
ready.
we're gonna have to reshuffle the level 3 research.
While the ad break was going on, I was talking about why the interface event is nasty. Whenever we adjust prime dice, we don't trigger breaches. Anytime the Tesseract does, though, it does. So if all these 5s were sitting on 4s, it would one at a time adjust to 5s, and it essentially would cause 2 extra breaches, because once this one hits 3, breach. Once this one hits... once this line hits 3, once it hits 4, it's 2 breaches. So,
yeah.
If interface was odd numbers, which I actually think it should be, because then you don't have to worry about, like, makes it harder. Because of the 6s, it would have been safe,
Super bad.
safe, breach. We'd have had 3 breaches right there,
Yeah.
which goes from us feeling pretty good about this game to suddenly not.
Yep.
So, you are up.
But speaking of feeling good about this game,
Let's
I
get
will contain that 4 and get us our breach shield.
Do we want to immediately stick the 5 on it?
I kind of do, yeah.
Okay. So the next 5 that is rolled is going to destroy the 5 that was rolled and this.
Yep. And then so I'm gonna contain it's kind of silly, but you could take your excess one of your excess and your excess yellow sets, adjust it, and then add it to the pile.
I mean, puts things to the prime zone that we don't care about just yet.
Yeah.
It takes things away from the prime zone that we do care about right now. Because you want
Yeah.
those 1s and the 2. And the
Yeah,
3s.
I want to take.
The 1 specifically.
Yeah, I want to take some of those ones.
We need 1s.
We need one.
We need to find a purple one. You have a 2 at least.
Yes.
I guess we also need to find a red one, which you have a red 2. And there's
Yeah.
a red one sitting right there, so...
Yeah.
I say specifically because this is going to be my... These are still
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
I really wish, like, as a containment action, we could be like, I have 3 6s. I'm not going to actually contain anything. I'm just going to roll them.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
But we can do the next best thing. Second action, transfer that to me. Third action, adjust it down to a 5. Free fourth action, put that there, claim this.
Nice.
And
All right. I see in. I don't know what's on that side. I see in 5 on this side.
this is both 6s.
Do corner 5. Right in the middle.
Yep.
Okie dokie. I start off my computer programming abilities by grabbing a level 3 step.
Yeah.
Antimatter bond. Destroy one cube in your lab and destroy all identical prime cubes.
I assume that means by value.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It would be really fun to destroy all the 5s.
Yeah. And that would get that useless purple 6 out of your lab.
Yeah. Well,
Just adjust
first
it
things
down
first, I
and,
do want to adjust this. Spend 1 action to adjust this to a 1.
Mhm.
And then prime this guy. Oh. I need an extra action to do this. No, this is a free action. So my last action is adjust this to a 5. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
4, 5.
Bang.
I feel like I may have set a record on that card. Destroyed. Look at that.
Destroyed 8 total dice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you, Atomic Shift.
Yep. Breach shield not doing anything anymore,
I mean,
but we have
it's still there.
just a little bit of time here to
Yes, to get our ones now.
get up.
I
to
feel
get
like
our
our breaches are probably going to be we're not going to lose this way. We're going to lose if we somehow do not somehow run out of stuff
And
on
I
here
feel
now.
like we have plenty of time.
Yeah, I feel like too. So,
These events notwithstanding.
all right, you are up.
So we get this revealed, and that is a chain reaction.
Okay,
which
so that's
will
going to
give
be the
us
5.
that 5.
Oh, that is actually going to the next time a prime cube this value would be cause a breach, so it has to cause a breach.
Yes.
after.
Okay. So it's not.
Man, I wish we haven't used that now because that'd have been the 9th destroyed cube.
Could have been.
Could have been. That's all right. We didn't. We
Oh,
can't
well.
see the future.
Yeah, we couldn't see the future to know that you were going to draw that card. So,
At the same exact time, we were unlocking the antimatter
Yep.
shift.
let's see. Remove. Roll it down. Contain it. So that's 3 different actions, and I can transfer 1 to you.
I'm not going to get my card this turn, but you know,
Yeah, but I can pass you
Me too.
one of these 2s.
purple because
Yeah.
I don't need.
Yep.
You set up for a 1. I set up for a 1.
Yep.
Look pretty good.
And then we just need to figure out a red 1. A red 1.
Yep.
We can get there.
We have the technology.
All right, so. Ooh, we get a new event. Ah, the worst.
EMP blast.
EMP blast. Reroll every cube in every lab.
No. Okay, I got 2 1s at least.
I got some 2s.
I got a worthless little 5 here, but
Yeah.
all right, we just gotta find a 1 now.
We can work around it.
Oh, that is rough, buddy.
yeah,
Okay.
nothing but 5s and 6s in there.
All right. I am up now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, since you can grab this stuff, I'm
Yep.
going to take this from you,
Absolutely.
adjust it, and drop off a yellow, blue. Because we don't have any blues. I don't think we need.
Yeah.
We forgot to twice.
Oh, yeah.
That could have probably stopped that.
That
EMP
would have
blast.
saved us off that EMP blast.
Well, our fault.
Yep. Oh, well.
I did get a 1 on here.
We stuck them on top of the cube pointlessly.
Yeah.
But there is a red 1 in there.
I'm gonna stick it in here so we don't lose it.
Yep.
No, not in there. We're gonna stick it on this side. Screw. That goes there because I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that was 2 actions. To take, adjust, move over there. That was all 3 actions.
Yep.
I will roll this. You are up. I do have all the things that we need to put over there. We just got to get
Yes.
more ones to meet it, or vice versa. You take these.
Yep. Yeah, we are plenty fine on breaches. So I am okay giving up extra actions now.
So the events on the harder difficulties actually make the game super fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, having to work around some of these.
oh man,
Yeah,
I
like-
kind of want to see the.
Oh man, that EMP
level
blasts.
sixes.
That was
rough, buddy. Oh man, look at this.
peak gameplay.
The corner ones are EMP
Oh,
waves.
yeah.
So EMP wave is just like an EMP blast. But we could save one of our labs.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
I do like the. This board seems cool. You don't have that shock wave. You have the. This side, you have a lot of those EMP waves, and you do have shock. They're all different. Like,
Yeah. All very different.
one's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we will trade that, adjust it, transfer it, 4th action, take this guy.
Excellent. We get a reveal an event, which I think is going to be a Dami one. Yep.
Yep.
Dami one.
That is a Fission Prime, the lowest cube on the Tesseract, and
I think it's going to be the a 5.
that's not legal to allow.
No, it's only got
gotta
2
be-
faces.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a breach.
That is a breach. That's fine.
We're good on breaches, like we said.
We've got some.
I'm going to draw a thing, and this is an inversion. I think we
Mhm.
just win. When you contain a cube, you may contain a second cube from that set or run as well.
That's the win.
That's even better.
Yeah.
So I just contain both of these at the same time.
Beautiful.
I only have to take 1 action now.
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh man.
Is there just one of those in the deck? Yeah, that's only one of those in the deck.
Yeah. And Giancarlo at
Nice.
the perfect moment.
Nice. There we go. Look at this.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't want to brag too much here, but me and John are the bomb.
Yeah. We just beat the highest difficulty of the desert.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna get online
I
and see
like
there's. I mean, I do feel like we had some pretty cool combination coming with our computer
Yeah.
programmer / quantum mechanic.
Yeah.
I want to get on the BGG and see if there's anybody out there with like, oh, you can do these things and make
Yeah.
fun, extra hard gameplay.
Yeah. I feel like this is a really fun pair.
It was a super fun pair because he got a free action every turn. That free action would be like, make sure computer programmer has 4th cube that they.
Yeah. And just constantly. We went through literally all but 1 card of the level 3 research deck.
Yep.
It's like, that's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, there's demolitions expert sounds cool. Detonate, they have an ability that says once per turn, so you can only do this action once per turn no matter what. Destroy a prime cube that matches an identical cube in your lab. It's actually pretty cool. I do like that. Preparation, when you adjust a cube in your lab, you may adjust a prime cube. Thematically, these guys are cool. Linguist, field researcher, logistic manager, transport engineer, magnetic physicist, exogeologist, astronomer, and crisis controller. All right. Well,
Yeah.
everybody, we did it. Thank you, Texas Chief. That was a nice job. I'm gonna only humble brag a little bit here. But yeah, I think we should try to figure out how we can do a camera switch from over here using the mouse. To have it well, yeah, let's switch back. Let's get this over here. See if I can. Oh, let's just zoom in again. That's what I did last time. This is what's left of our Tesseract. We were that many cubes away from losing the game.
Yep.
We defused it though.
Which it looks like a decent chunk, but some of these actions would pull multiple cubes off.
Yeah, the events are crazy.
Yeah.
So like chain reactions all down the diagonal of the middle. We have another EMP blast, which that one set us back pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, and
Let's see what the backside of this looks like.
Is.
So backside, oh, they have those on the corners. That's rough.
That's spicy. Is what
That is rough. So on the corners of these ones, we have the bad ones, the shockwave that destroys cubes and labs, and then it also has the fissions on the corners as well. So I have a feeling that each disc, each side is a similar difficulty, just different gameplay. That's what the instructions kind of hinted at.
Yeah.
They just called this one. They labeled them 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1A and B, 1, 2 A and B. But in reality, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is disc 7 and 8. But I feel like this 7 and 8 are the same difficulty.
We're close too.
Yeah, I wish there was just like a number, like other than just the number, have like a difficulty. Like there's dots on the side. They could have like done like 1, 2, 3, 4 dots for difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also feel like an expansion for this game, they just came with a different breach board with different events and different of these. Not bad. Not a bad idea.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was a really fun puzzle game. I would definitely play it again. Definitely planning on it. Especially because I have these really nice metallic dice here. Play it with more people. See if it's harder with more people. I feel like there are some of these cards that seem like would make it be better with more people because we all get to do something. What was this one's called? Each researcher takes a destroyed cube, rerolls it, and places it in their lab. So we get more cubes with more people. And then there's draw 3 unused character cards immediately. Play this card to use up to 3 of their abilities at no cost. Nice.
Let's see.
Nice. Well, that's cool. It was fun. I definitely enjoyed it. I feel like me and John are yeah, I think so too. The playability, like the discs are actually kind of crazy. Yeah, like the different events, they do offer the game a lot. I was not expecting the EMP blast when it popped off. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, me and John are just like, we are good at efficiency games. This is 100% an efficiency game.
Yeah.
So you know, keep that in mind if you want to try this game out and not do so well at it. Like, I feel like that you put the two big efficiency engine people onto an efficient, like, you have to be efficient in this game kind of game. So yeah, I had a blast. I think we're just gonna go ahead and drop it like that. Again, this is Tesseract. We don't have that many copies online, but I know, so we have a fun little every publisher, we try to be friends with all the different publishers, and most of the time, in most situations, they're very, very good people. Smirk and Dagger is definitely super cool people, and we have a fun little partnership with them, kind of, sort of, where when we go to conventions and we see them, they don't like to leave with their stuff. So they're like, hey, Miniature Market, you want to buy the rest of our stuff so that we don't have to go home with stuff? And we're like, yes, please. So at Origins, I believe we did purchase a lot of stuff from Smirk and Dagger as we were leaving, including several copies of Tesseract. So
yeah,
we only had 2 copies online when I last checked, but I think
yeah,
we should be up higher. At this
I
point.
think Receiving did say they finished checking all that product in today. So
I think we're gonna be we're. So
if
you
not now, then soon.
Exactly. Tomorrow even. So yeah, so plenty of these out there, and like I said, like these are the cool like metal dice here. The normal dice are great. It's actually easier to read the normal dice because they actually have black outlines compared to these not filled in ones. But I didn't have problems with this one either.
Yeah.
And it looked really cool. Anyways, that was great. We will see you all on Tuesday. I'm not sure what we're playing yet. But I do know coming up on Thursday streams. Let's see here. How much of this is my announcing? None of it, right?
Yeah.
I will tell you that Wondrous Creatures is coming up very soon.
Yeah.
If not next week. And then there's two very, very big ones coming up very soon by some very big publishers that are going to.
I mean, we can probably announce the one for the 10.
The Incredible Dream one,
The other.
the other one, the Stonemeyer.
The Stonemeyer.
So we're having a Stonemeyer one.
Because like that one's for sure. I mean, I have the copy on my desk
But
right now.
I'm just more worried about did they announce the game is like coming out?
I mean, they did a year ago.
I meant like, did they give a date yet, or because they like to surprise like, oh, it's here.
They did.
They did. Okay, so
yes, they've confirmed the release date for that one.
all right, so confirm release date on Vantage.
We can stop beating around the bush on that.
Let's do Vantage.
Yes.
I mean, the good news is, like, if we did screw up, we could just edit this part out of the the YouTube
The
part.
VOD.
Yeah, the VOD.
And only Texas Chief will know our sins.
Yes, yes. Well, maybe Cosmic Beat's still here, probably. Yeah, we have 3 viewers.
Oh yeah.
Because we're not active in chat with me. But yeah. So Vantage is coming up, and I am so pumped for Vantage. Like, I've been telling myself though, so Vantage has like 1,000 cards, and they're not meant to be sleeved because you never shuffle them.
There is not physically room in that box to hold 1,400 sleeved cards.
Yes. So like I keep telling myself I do not have to sleeve the cards in Vantage, but hopefully I can get over my OCD enough to do that. And yes, Nikki might be up for that. Texas Chief suggesting getting Nikki to paint the lines of these. I might do it myself too. I actually, I'm an L5R player, and I had some Crab Clan dice. They're really, really pretty dice. D10s, because that's what the old L5R RPG system is. And the problem with the Crab Clan is that their colors are dark blue, and so they had black on dark blue. And so I actually looked up a tutorial, and it was pretty easy to pick out the filling and then do like a light wash to fill it in. And they turned out really good. I have out of the 10, I have 6 white filled ones now and 4 like gold bronze, and they look great. So
Nice.
Maybe I'll do that with these too. Maybe not. I do like how it looks. So anyways, enough rambling by me, and also saying things I might not be able, shouldn't be able to, but let's go ahead and move on to ending the stream, and I will talk to everybody next week. Goodbye, everybody.